You're a complete disappointment." The words didn't come in anger. They came with a smile. A smug, cruel little curve of her lips, right there in front of my family. It was supposed to be a warm dinner. My parents had invited us, my sister had flown in for the first time in months, and the dining room glowed with the soft light of candles and the smell of roasted chicken. I was halfway through serving mashed potatoes when Clara, my wife, decided to deliver her judgment. The table went silent. Forks hovered in mid-air. My mother's eyes darted to mine, full of shame she couldn't mask. My father cleared his throat, but didn't speak. And my sister, Lena, froze, her hand gripping her wine glass so tightly I thought it might shatter. Clara leaned back, sipping her wine as if nothing unusual had been said. "I mean, honestly, look at him," she continued, her tone light, conversational, cruelly playful. "Almost 40, stuck in a job he hates, no drive, no ambition. Tell me, how is this not disappointing?" Her eyes flicked to me, daring me to react. My chest tightened. Every instinct screamed to lash out, to defend myself, to put her back in her place. But anger would only feed her. That was her trick. She thrived on the sting, on making me flinch in front of others. So I stayed quiet. My silence, however, didn't mean I wasn't breaking inside. Because what no one at that table knew, not my parents, not even Lena, was that Clara's words weren't spontaneous. They were rehearsed. I had overheard her on the phone 2 nights ago, laughing with someone. His pathetic, really. A disappointment. I don't know how I ended up with him. The words cut even then, but hearing them now, publicly, twisted the knife deeper. The man on the other end of that phone wasn't me. It wasn't a friend. It wasn't family. It was him, the shadow I had been sensing for months. The reason she came home late, smelling faintly of cologne she didn't wear. The reason her phone never left her side, even when she showered. She didn't just betray me in private. She was erasing me in public. "Clara," my mother whispered, scandalized. "That's not." But Clara cut her off with a laugh. "Oh, come on. We can all see it. I'm just the only one honest enough to say it." Her smile widened, her eyes gleaming with victory. And for the first time in my life, I wished the ground would open and swallow me whole. Then Lena spoke. "I'll take him." Her voice was calm, steady, but sharp enough to slice through Clara's smirk. The table fell into stunned silence again. Clara's wine glass clinked against her teeth as she froze mid-sip. "What?" Clara's voice wavered, the smugness cracking. Lena set her glass down deliberately. She turned to me, her eyes not pitying but fierce, protective, unyielding. "If you're so eager to throw him away," she said, her words slow and deliberate, "then I'll take him. He deserves someone who actually sees him. Who doesn't crush him just to feel taller." Heat flooded my face. Embarrassment. Shock. Gratitude. A swirl of emotions so tangled I couldn't breathe. Clara laughed, but the sound was brittle, strained. "Oh, please. Don't be ridiculous. He's my husband." "Is he?" Lena's eyes narrowed. "Because from where I'm sitting, you've been treating him like a punching bag, not a partner." The words hit harder than Clara's insult. Because they were true. I had been making excuses for months, telling myself she was stressed, that she didn't mean it, that marriage was just hard sometimes. But now, in the cold spotlight of Lena's blunt honesty, I saw it clearly. Clara didn't respect me. She didn't love me. Maybe she hadn't for a long time. Clara's face tightened, but her mask slipped only slightly. "You don't understand our marriage," she hissed. "You don't know what happens between us." Lena leaned forward, her voice low, dangerous. "Then tell me, does what happens include the late nights you don't explain? The texts you hide? The way you talk about him behind his back?" My heart stopped. "Lena," I whispered, my voice breaking. "How do you?" Her gaze softened when it fell on me. "Because I've seen it," she said. "I've seen the messages. I know what she's been doing." The room spun. My fork clattered onto the plate. My parents looked from me to Clara, horrified, as the ugly truth surfaced. Clara's face drained of color. Her lips parted, but no words came. You think you're clever, Clara, Lena continued, her voice shaking with anger now. But you're sloppy. You left your phone in the bathroom when you stayed at my place last month. He messaged you. I didn't go looking, but it was right there. Him begging to see you again. You laughing about how easy it is to keep your husband in the dark. The silence was deafening. Even the candles seemed to flicker lower, as if the air itself recoiled from the weight of the revelation. I stared at Clara, my chest hollow, my mind spinning. Is it true? I whispered, though I already knew the answer. Her eyes darted, searching for an escape. It's not what you think, she stammered. But her voice cracked. And in that crack, the truth poured out. All the late nights. All the lies. The smug disdain she wore like perfume. It wasn't stress. It wasn't marriage being hard. It was betrayal. Carefully concealed, until it wasn't. My mother pressed her hands to her face, trembling. My father sat rigid, fists clenched. But all I could see was Clara, my wife, the woman I once trusted with everything, reduced to a coward, exposed. And Lena, my sister, sitting like a shield between me and destruction. Clara's smug smile was gone now. Shattered. In its place was fear. You think you've won something, she snapped at Lena. But you don't know him. He's weak. No, Lena interrupted sharply. He's not weak. He's loyal. He's kind. He's patient. Too patient for his own good. He's worth 100 of you. Her words broke something inside me. The years of swallowed anger, of excusing cruelty, of convincing myself love was endurance, it all crumbled. I pushed back my chair, the sound sharp against the floor. Standing felt like ripping myself free from chains I hadn't known were strangling me. I'm done, I said, my voice raw but steady. Clara's eyes widened. Wait. But I didn't. I turned, walking out of that dining room, past the candles, past the shocked silence, past the wreckage of a marriage that had been bleeding out long before tonight. Behind me, I heard Clara's chair scrape as she stood, desperation spilling into her voice. But louder still was Lena's voice, firm and resolute. You've lost him. And for the first time in years, I felt free.